Theresa May is fighting to find a cross-party Brexit plan to despite Banks not bid Jeremy Corbyn and Nicola Sturgeon as he temaget MPs will not vote on her plan B for nearly 2 weeks. Political rivals have been congregating in Downing Street after the Prime Minister held out an olive branch following a failed Labour bid to oust her. Tory Eurosceptics including David Davis and Green MP Caroline Lucas are among the key players spotted out and put in Whitehall this morning as efforts to forge consensus are rampant up. Premier is most effective Deputy David leading Tories coordinating the drive to hammer out a solution, while Environment Secretary and Leave campaign veteran Michael Gove is also expected to play a key role. Both Premier Corbyn and MS Sturgeon have caused fury by flatly reacting to offer, insisting they will not continue the government rules out leaving the without a deal. Theresa May has said the option must stay on the table, and has also raised questions about homoscope theories for compromise by repeating her view that the United Kingdom must leave on schedule in March and cannot be a customs union. Wie temaget to the Tata Commons debate and vote on the government's plan B for Brexit will not take place until January 29 legally to spark more claims that Theresa May is trying to run down the clock. Despite the SNP' Westminster leader Jan Blackford meeting the Premier last night, Theresa Sturgeon pulled the SNP out of the talks, claiming she would not be complicit in more team wasting. Meanwhile, Alice of the Labour leader boasted to the that his tactics Theresa May will have to split the Tory party if she wants to get a Brexit package through the Commons. Tory and opposition MPs pointed out that Premier Corbyn was willing to sit down with terrorists without any preconditions, insisting his only aim was to seize the power whatever the consequences for the country. Tony Blair also added in this morning by saying of course Premier Corbyn should accept the Premier's invitation at a moment of crisis. Premier Corbyn will underline his intentions by delivering a Brexit speech in the marginal constituency of Hastings this morning that his latest bid to force an election spectacularly backfire in the Commons last night. A no confidence motion tablet by Labour was defeated by 325 votes to 306 with a victory margin of 19 significantly larger than MS May's effective majority of 13. The PM''s position was secured by the Dub and Tory Brexiteers coming back into the fold despite dealing her vicious humiliation by defeating Harry O'Dell the night before. Speaking outside the number 10 late last night, Theresa May said, "Beyond der Stand tat to people getting on with their lives, away from Westminster, the events of the past 24 hours will have been unsettling." overwhelmingly, the British people want to get on with delivering Brexit, and also address the other important issues they care about. But the deal we have worked to agree with the European Union was rejected by MPs, and by a large margin. We believe it is my duty to deliver on the British people's instruction to leave the EU. Intento todo so. There are serious questions of whether immediately after a victory in the confidence vote was declared last night, the mayor as my invited the other party leaders to join talks. But in an extraordinary snoop Mayor Corbyn immediately refused, saying he would only join discussions if Mayor as my ruled out no deal. Tory and Labour MPs voiced anger at the veteran left-winger was willing to sit down with terrorists without conditions, but would not meet the leader of the United Kingdom to resolve the biggest crisis facing the country. The mayor as my said she had held constructive meetings with the leaders of the Lib Dems, SNP and Plaid Cymru. We am disappointed that the leader of the Labour Party has not so far chosen to take part, but to do remains open, she added. MPs last week the Labour leader accusing him of sitting down with terrorists but rebuffing the leader of the United Kingdom at a time of national crisis. In 1984, Corbyn invited Linda Quigley and Gerard McLaughlin for year in Parliament but were convicted of terrorism. Tory MP James Heappey retorted, Jeremy Corbyn has sat down with terrorists around the world apparently in pursuit of and always without preconditions. But will he sit down with the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom to tackle biggest constitutional challenge of our time without preconditions? No. Labour MP Chris Leslie also attacked him, telling Mail Online, every opportunity to influence Brexit policy ought to be taken seriously should be taking the chance to see the Prime Minister, even if always it is time to persuade her of the merits of a people's vote. Tory Minister Guy Opperman told CNN, "We'd like Labour to stop playing politics, get round the table, and identify specifically what in the withdrawal agreement and the political agreement they manifestly disagree with, because until they spell out their position, and the other parties, but the main one is Labour, we don't know where the common ground is."